How to find the most profitable real estate investment opportunities. There's lots of deals out there, and you just need to learn how to find them, how to create an endless stream of those type of investment deals. How do you get those people to call you? How do you track them down? How do you find them? One of the best ways to do it is by using a piece of software that we created called pushbuttonautomarketer.com. It'll create an endless stream of for sale by owners leads that you can come in and buy properties from. Some of those leads will be the for rent method, some of these deals will be subject to, some will be under market value properties. You're going to run into investors on Craigslist and Zillow, which are areas that we market to, or the auto marketer markets to. It'll send out a text to those people, and it'll ask them if they would like to sell their property on terms. And typically the method that we use is we send out a message that says, would you consider selling your home rent to buy? And then the auto marketer drips on them over a 3-month period with different options. And it'll send them to websites that explain how the for rent method works. It'll send them to a website that explains how subject to works. It'll send them to our We Will Buy site that says we buy houses for cash. And we buy properties that are pretty houses and ugly houses. So we send them different messages over time to try to capture them at the time that they're most ready to sell their property. And we're going to get responses. When we send out a message like that, we typically get anywhere, let's say we send out to 100 people, 100 for sale by owners that are in a particular town. When we send out 100 messages, text messages, that say, would you consider selling your home rent to buy, we'll typically get between 5 and 40 responses. It's really all over the board. But typically, on average, 20% will respond. And then out of that 20% that respond, so let's say we got 20 responses. Out of that 20 responses that we get, 80 to 90% of them will say, no, I'm not interested in that. And the other 10 to 20% will say, yes, I would consider that, or maybe, or tell me more. So 10 to 20% of them will say yes or maybe, 80 to 90% of them will say no, and then the rest of the people don't respond at all. So we respond to those people in that order. First we call the yes people and see if we can put a deal together. And if they, then we call the no people and see if they'll work with us. And then then we still call the people that haven't responded at all. Those are called system leads. And you can set up a power dialer inside the auto marketer that makes it really easy to call through these people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and saves. It makes it about 400% faster to go through the leads that you've got, and makes it easier for you to identify the people that have deals that might actually work for you. It does require that you make those calls or that somebody makes those calls for you. But it becomes much easier to do it. And you've got leads that are there, you've got all the information about the leads, you've got the ad that they put, you've got the pictures of the house, you've got Google Maps of the house. All that stuff is inside the auto marketer and makes it really easy to manage and to do follow-ups without you having to think about it at all. So that's how you get a constant stream of these types of deals. Now there's going to be 2 types of deals that you're going to be mainly looking for. You're going to be looking at flip deals, and you're going to be looking at long-term hold deals. If you're just flipping the deals, and let's say you're doing the for rent method, or you're doing wholesaling, you're going to find the property, you're going to go out and raise the price, you're going to sell it again, and you're going to make a profit. Pretty quick, easy, not difficult to do. There's going to be a lot of leads. They're going to want to do it that way. The for rent method is an easy one to sell because it gets that seller full price for their property without having to pay any realtor fees. So we can go after people that not just that are distressed, that are in pain, that are in need, but we can also go after the people that want to make more money, the greed. So you can go after need and greed types of sellers with that particular method. There's also buying properties for cash or for terms. So maybe you find a property that's a wholesale deal and you've got cash, you can purchase that property. Or you find a property that you can get on terms, subject to multi-mortgage, land contract. You can purchase a property that way and keep it for the long term and put it in your portfolio and pay it off over time and get the tax benefits and get the buy down on the note every month and get the cash flow on that property and the appreciation on that property. Holding properties long term is what makes you wealthy in this business. Flipping properties is what feeds you. That's what makes your business run. So you need both. And it also helps you create cash and cash flow for your business and be able to buy other properties. So the types of deals that you're going to do are going to be flip, or you're going to hold. You're going to either have cash into the deal, or you're going to do zero down deals. You're either going to do rehab deals and turn and flip them, or turn and put tenants in them, or you're going to do buy them turnkey. You're going to buy them ready to go. You don't have to do anything to them at all. And there's lots of ways to do each one of these methods, but the goal is that you have to keep bringing those leads in. And the best way to do that is to go after for sale by owners. The other good sources of leads are absentee owners and expired leads, expired listing leads. Those leads can be purchased and they can actually be uploaded into the auto marketer with a phone number, and then those can be contacted and put into a drip system as well. And we find that those can be really wonderful leads if you're looking for wholesale deals or you're looking to buy under market value properties. Absentee owner deals can be really effective for that type of deal. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck.